Hello everyone, welcome to e-Vivekaam. Our team has analyzed all UPSC mains previous questions and after studying underlying pattern associated with them, we tried to give probable mains questions for this 2024 exam. And we have posted that video just before mains exam as you can see here. So in this video, I want to explain how far our projected questions in GS paper 2 were in line with the real mains questions. First question. Our projected question is asking to examine the challenges in the electoral funding and the reforms needed to ensure free and fair elections. Whereas the real question is focusing on electoral reforms in reference to one nation, one election principle. So the analysis is it is a partial match because both of the questions are discussing about electoral reforms, but the real question is focusing specifically on one nation, one election principle. Second question. Our question was asking to examine the provisions of Mediation Act 2023 in light of promoting alternative dispute resolution mechanism. But the UPSC question is asking to distinguish between Lok Adalats and arbitration tribunals. So we can say, though both of the questions are trying to address the alternative dispute resolution mechanism, the real UPSC question is specifically focusing on Lok Adalat versus arbitration tribunals. So we can say it is a partial match. And third question. Here our projected question is not at all matching with the real UPSC question. Because our question is focusing on federalism, but the UPSC question is specifically focusing on cabinet system and its effect on parliamentary supremacy. And the fourth question is also not at all matching because our projected question is on challenges in electoral funding, but the real question is about CAC's role. Next question. Here we asked to critically analyze the challenges faced in the implementation of 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments, that is rural local and urban local bodies. Whereas the UPSC question is focusing on the pros and cons of merging rural local bodies with urban local bodies. Both are focusing on local bodies, but the UPSC question is specifically asking to discuss about the merging of rural and urban local bodies. So we can say it is a partial match. And moving further, we have asked about the role of quasi-judicial bodies, whereas UPSC focused on public charitable trust. So it is a no match question. Moving to next question. Our projected question is trying to analyze the impact of Ayushman Bharat scheme on healthcare accessibility for economically disadvantaged population. Whereas UPSC is focused on what steps can we take to break the cycle of poverty and malnutrition. So here we can link the poverty to economically disadvantaged people and malnutrition to healthcare accessibility. So we can say it is a partial match because both the questions are addressing about human capital formation. And moving further, here both of the questions are dealing with the civil servant's role and integrity. But the real UPSC question is focusing on the public perception of integrity and commitment of civil servants, whereas the predicted question is focusing on Article 311 in specific. So it is a partial match. And next question. See, this is the close thematic match to our projected question. Both of the questions are discussing about what is the role of India as an alternative to China and what is its geopolitical importance. See, the real UPSC question is asking about why West is seeing India as an alternative to China, and we have to explain it with examples. Whereas the projected question is also focusing on what are the geopolitical implications of India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, which was launched by India as a counter to China's Belt and Road Initiative. So we can say it is almost a close hit. Moving further, here the real UPSC question is focusing in general about Central Asian republics, whereas the projected question is focusing on India and Saudi Arabia relations in specific. So we can say it as no to partial match. So to conclude, there is one direct match, 4 questions which are partially matched, and 4 questions which are not matched. So, what we want to say is, we are not here to claim that questions were replicated. Genuinely, we are showing what are the questions which are partially matched, which didn't match but covered under broader theme, and which are direct replicas as we saw. What we want to convey is that, yes, we here at e-Vivekaam analyzed the patterns of mains questions in proper way and able to give the probable questions which are in line with UPSC. If you guys also want to streamline your preparation with proper test series which caters to demand of UPSC, you can confidently enroll here. And with your support, our team will be pushed to work further and try to be as close to UPSC in upcoming times. Thank you for watching.